audio player work audiobook, who needs it, and the main functions. The player helps to learn a foreign language. The first task is to understand foreign language when you hear it, listening skill. The second is to correctly pronounce phrases, speaking skill. The main advantage of the program is that you can use it to learn any foreign language and use it with any audio material in MP3 format. There are other possible applications. You can memorize the Quran, learn foreign songs, or write notes for an audio recording of a meeting. Let's start with the most important features of the program. Run the program. To start working with the player, open the MP3 file. Click the Open button, select the Open MP3 file command. Select the file with which to work. Let's say Teaching of Christ by Tolstoy 01.mp3. The file is opened. At the top is information about the file. Below we see the file itself as a sound wave. Where there is a wave, let's say here, we will hear a person's speech. Where there is no wave, let's say there, the narrator paused between sentences. Below we see a ruler that shows the time in the file, in seconds. The main value of the program is that it finds pauses in speech and splits the file into phrases. It is very convenient. Please note, the program has already selected the first phrase for us. To play it, just click on this button or the space bar.
Главы с 1 по 3.
As you can see, the program has played the current phrase and stopped. It is waiting for our further decision. Have we understand what we heard? Would we like to listen again? Suppose we don't understand something. Just press the space bar and listen to the phrase again.
Главы с 1 по 3.
Perhaps the second time we understood more? Not? Press the third time.
Главы с 1 по 3.
Okay, this time we understood everything. Главы с 1 по 3. Pay attention to the dashed line with which the program marked the following phrase. To listen to the next phrase, just click on this button or press the N key.
Учение Христа, изложенное для детей.
Want to listen again? Press the button on the left or spacebar again.
Учение Христа, изложенное для детей.
This way we train our listening skill. Unlike an ordinary audio player, we don't need to rewind if we don't understand something. Just press spacebar when you want to listen again. Press N to go to the next phrase. Since the program stops after the phrase, we have the opportunity to train pronunciation. Feel free to repeat after the narrator.
Эта звукозапись сделана для сайта LibriVox.
Эта звукозапись сделана для сайта LibriVox. Not sure? Try again.
Эта звукозапись сделана для сайта LibriVox.
Эта звукозапись сделана для сайта LibriVox. Satisfied with the result? Go to the next phrase.
Все звукозаписи LibriVox являются общественным достоянием.
Suppose the following phrase is too long. In this case, we can select a smaller piece. You just need to select the fragment with the mouse. Now phrase has become shorter and easier to understand. If we click to the right of the phrase, we extend it. Another option to shorten the selection is just to click in the place where you want to cut it off. If you need the ending of a phrase, use right-click. What other buttons are there for choosing the current phrase? If you need the previous phrase, press this button or the left arrow on the keyboard. To go to the next phrase, press this button or the right arrow on the keyboard. This button or the Home key selects the first phrase in the file. This button or the End key selects the last phrase. Let's go back to the beginning of the file. If your language level is good enough, you can listen to the file without stops between the phrases. Click on this button or the key combination Ctrl plus space. And if something isn't clear, press spacebar to stop playback.
Главы с 1 по 3. Учение Христа, изложенное для детей. Эта звукозапись сделана для сайта LibriVox.
Then press spacebar to listen to the phrase again.
Эта звукозапись сделана для сайта LibriVox.
Let's look to the several more controls in the window. Above the sound wave there is a progress bar. We can click and select any location in the file. But before listening, we first must select the current phrase. Okay, now we can listen to.
Он говорил, что время это близко.
We can also scroll the sound wave by the ruler below. This slider adjusts the sound volume. The buttons on the right control the scale of the sound wave. The Help button displays a window with a list of main hotkeys and contains links to the program website, a user guide for the program, and audiobook examples. Let's repeat again the main buttons of the program. Home. Select the first phrase in the file. Left arrow. Go to the previous phrase. Spacebar. Play the current phrase or stop playback. N key. Listen to the next phrase. The combination of keys Ctrl plus space non-stop playback. Right arrow. Go to the next phrase. End key. Go to the end of the file. Thank you for your attention. In the next video I will talk about various useful settings of the program.